Hello traders and investors, this is JC De Guzman of Equilyst Analytics. Yes, I know it's Sunday today, November 2022, but I've decided to record this video so I can somehow help you make a data-driven decision for your short-term and long-term trades. So in this video, I'm going to feature the 5 stocks with the most viewed disclosures on edge.pse.com.ph. And as of this time of recording, it's 10:34 in the morning, November 2022, Sunday Philippine time. I have LTG, SPNEC, DoubleDragon, CHP, and DMC. Those are the 5 stocks that I'm going to talk about in this video. And when I say talk about, I'm referring to analyzing them according to my proprietary methodology, which I call the evergreen strategy. So there are 6 indicators that I'm going to check. So the first one is that I want to see if the last price is higher than the 10-day simple moving average of the stock. Number 2, I want to see if the MACD line is moving above the signal line. Number 3, I want to see if the prevailing volume is at least higher, if not equal if not higher than the 50% of the stock's 10-day volume average. Number 4, I want to see if the last price is higher than the volume weighted average price, or the VWAP. And number 5, I want to see if the dominant range index is bullish. And lastly, I want to know if the market sentiment index is bullish. The first 4 indicators that I mentioned are all classical technical indicators that are available on your online stockbroker's interactive charting tool here in the Philippines. For the last 2 indicators, the dominant range index and the market sentiment index, those are my proprietary indicators. So you will not find them in any platform of any online broker here in the Philippines and abroad. You can only request them from me here at Equilyst Analytics. Well, if you are one of my subscribers. Oh, speaking of subscription, I have a freemium newsletter. I call it freemium because, whenever I publish a video like this, even though you did not pay for this one, I am going to notify you via email only if you subscribe with your email address and name on my newsletter. So when you subscribe to my newsletter, make sure that you confirm your subscription by checking your inbox and spam folder. Don't just enter your full name and email address. That's not just it. You will have to check your inbox or spam folder to confirm your registration. It is for me to make sure that the person who registered that name and email address is aware that his or her name and email address have been registered. Okay? So to do that, go to equilyst.com and then click on newsletter, or simply type in equilyst.com/newsletter. All right, so let's talk about the first stock. That's LTG. So last Friday, November 18, LTG closed at 9.19 pesos per share. The support level is near 7.81. Well, we can also declare 8.70 as the support level. The resistance is near 9.5. Okay, first indicator. Is the last price higher than the 10 SMA? Yes. Okay, that's good. By the way, for me to say that a stock has a confirmed buy signal, those 6 indicators must be bullish. The answer must be a yes for all 6 questions or 6 indicators. If only 5 of them are bullish, then there's no confirmed buy signal for the stock. Now, what if you already have a position in that stock and it has no confirmed buy signal? As long as your trailing stop is intact, then there's no need to panic. But if both dominant range index and market sentiment index are bearish, you have 2 options. It's either you preempt your trailing stop, which means selling in tranches, if not selling everything at once. I'm referring to your shares in that stock. Or number two, you just hold your position as long as your trailing stop is intact. If you don't have a position in that particular stock yet and it doesn't have a confirmed buy signal, then that stock can remain in your watch list. Just don't do a test buy yet. Once there's a confirmed buy signal and it's your first time to add it into your portfolio, then you will have to compute for your initial trailing stop and reward to risk ratio. If you're happy with your reward to risk ratio, that's the time that you should enter a new position within the prevailing dominant range. That's the way to be strategic in your trade and investment decisions, by respecting your realistic tolerable risk percentage. Okay, that's calculated risk. Now, if you already have a position in the stock and it has a confirmed buy signal, then you don't have to calculate your initial trailing stop and reward to risk ratio because you already did those things at the beginning. All you have to do then is to top up within the prevailing dominant range. So those are the exemptions. Those are the processes that you don't have to go through if the stock has a confirmed buy signal and you already have a position in that stock. Now, more details on this when you subscribe to my stock market consultancy service at Equilyst.com, because we're going to have a one-on-one online training on my evergreen strategy. In addition to that one-on-one exclusive training with me online, you will get 50 stock analysis credits. What does that mean? You can email me between 3 in the afternoon until 6 in the evening to request for my analysis on any PSE listed company. And then why is there cut off? Well, it's for me to make sure that you will get my analysis in your inbox hours before the start of the next trading day. Of course, how would I know that someone sent me an email at 3 in the morning? I do sleep too. All right. So now let's go back to LTG. Okay, the last price is higher than the 10 SMA. Good. MACD is above the signal line. Good. The volume is higher than the 50% of LTG's 10-day volume average. That's good. Okay, what else do we need to check? Of course, the VWAP here. VWAP was at 9.15. Okay, the last price, 9.19, is higher than the VWAP. Okay, 4 indicators are already bullish. Number 5, the dominant range index is bullish. Unfortunately, the market sentiment index is bearish for LTG. If you don't have a position in LTG, then you can add it into your watch list. If you still have an available slot in your watch list, I don't recommend adding all stocks into your watch list. Remember, you only have 2 eyeballs. Okay, you can only monitor what you can only realistically monitor in your watch list. Okay. Now, if you already have a position on LTG, your option now is to hold your position. Don't top up yet. There's nothing to be alarmed because the trend, on a short-term scale, according to this shorter-term moving average, the 10-day SMA, it's an uptrend. So it's what's happening right now in a short-term basis is favorable to you if you already have a position in LTG. Of course, that's within the context of knowing that your trailing stop is still intact. It's a different story if your trailing stop is already broken. In the first place, what are you still doing here if your trailing stop is already broken? Right? So that's my verdict for LTG. So these are the charts. LTG's dominant range index. This explains why the dominant range index is bullish, because the price points that got the biggest volume and the highest number of trades are parked closer to the intraday high right here than the intraday low. Okay? And here's the market sentiment index chart of LTG. All right, next, SPNEC. SPNEC closed on Friday at 1.35. Support is at 1.06. Resistance is near 1.46. Okay, first indicator, it is bullish. The last price is higher than the 10 SMA. MACD is higher than the signal line. Volume is higher than the 50% of SPNEC's 10-day volume average. Looking good so far. How about the VWAP? VWAP is at 1.34. Okay, the last price is higher than the VWAP. Number 5, the dominant range index is bullish. Oh, just like LTG, it's the same scenario. Market sentiment index is bearish. So same recommendation. My recommendation for SPNEC is the same as with the LTG. Okay, just replay the video if you'd like to hear again what recommendations I gave or I mentioned for LTG. Okay, here are the charts. SPNEC's dominant range index, and this is its market sentiment index. Okay, next let's have DoubleDragon DD. DD closed on Friday at 7.10. Support is at 5.6. The resistance is at 7.30. Okay, time to check. First indicator, it's bullish. The last price is higher than the 10 SMA. Number 2, MACD is higher than the signal line. How about the volume? Okay, the volume is, we have to double check. Volume is at 175. The 10-day volume average is 333. Half of 333 is 150. Okay, third indicator is also bullish. Okay, how about the VWAP? The VWAP is at 7.06. Okay, good. Fourth indicator is bullish. Fifth indicator is bullish as well, the dominant range index. Okay, deja vu, the market sentiment index of DD is bearish. So same verdict, same recommendations, same recommendation as SPNEC and LTG for DoubleDragon. So here are the charts, the dominant range index chart of DoubleDragon, and here it's a market sentiment index chart. Next, CHP, Cemex. CHP closed on Friday at 0.64. The support level is at 0.6. The resistance level is at 0.7. The first indicator will have to double check. Okay, it's bullish. Unfortunately, for the second indicator, MACD is still trading below the signal line, even though there's already a formation of a bullish convergence between the MACD and the signal line. We are yet to see a golden cross above the signal line in favor of the MACD line. So we don't have to check the other indicators because it doesn't make sense anymore. Remember, all 6 indicators must be bullish for me to consider that the stock has a confirmed buy signal. Now, for what it's worth, let me show you the stats for CHP. VWAP is at 0.63. Oh, too bad. Why? Because I think in this case, out of 6 indicators, only the second indicator, the MACD, is bearish. Everything else is bullish. It's a totally different story compared to LTG, SPNEC, and DoubleDragon. But anyway, here are the charts of SPNEC. The dominant range index, and here's its market sentiment index. Now, last in our list, we have DMC. Last Friday, DMC closed at 9.56. Okay, support level, let me double check, 8.45. Okay, here, somewhere here. That's a support level. The resistance area is near somewhere right here. Or yeah, between 9.66 to 9.77. Let's say 9.75. We can, anyway, we're just after the range, okay? So there are many ways on how to plot support and resistance levels. Using horizontal lines like what I'm doing right now is just one of the many ways. You can also use my support and resistance calculator. Okay, did you know that I have a formula-based support and resistance calculator on my website? Yep, I programmed that one, uploaded it into my website so you can use it for free. Go to Equilyst.com, click resources menu, click calculators, and then you will find the support and resistance calculator right here. All you have to do is input, enter the intraday high, intraday low, and the current price of the stock, and everything else will be auto-generated by my formula, by my calculator. Okay? So, first indicator, bullish. Second indicator, okay, that's a golden cross. Good, that's bullish. Third indicator is also bullish. Now, let's take a look at the VWAP. VWAP is at 9.39. Okay, good. The last price is higher than the VWAP. Okay, unfortunately, both dominant range index and the market sentiment index of DMC are bearish. Okay, here's the thing. If you already have a position on DMC, and your trailing stop is still intact, since both dominant range index and market sentiment indices are bearish, I would recommend that you keep an eye on your trailing stop. It's more likely for the price to bounce away as it draws closer to the resistance level near 9.75. If your risk tolerance or risk appetite calls for it, that you preempt your trailing stop, meaning to say you're going to sell on Monday, then that's a valid decision as well as far as this methodology is concerned. Just don't top up yet. This is not the moment for you to embrace buying more for less. For me, according to my analysis, this is not buying more for less. Okay, because of the probability, because of the biases, data-driven biases that say that the trend is more likely to go to the southward direction as the price draws more closer to the resistance level at 9.75. Okay, now let me show you the chart. DMC, this is the market sentiment index chart. Oh no, the dominant range index rather. Now here's its market sentiment index. All right, so you've seen my analysis for LTG, SPNEC, DoubleDragon, CHP, and DMC. If you would like to have a one-on-one training with me, if you would like to receive 50 stock analysis credits, where you can email me and ask for my analysis according to my methodology, subscribe to my stock market consultancy services. Visit Equilyst.com. It's in the description of this video. Read everything from top to bottom on the homepage, because I already explained on the homepage what you will get, when you'll get it, and how it looks like. All right, the payment options are on the homepage as well. This has been JC De Guzman of Equilyst Analytics, helping you learn how to preserve your capital, protect your gains, and prevent unbearable losses.